So that's why your browser doesn't have to know about these languages. All it has to know is about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Java and JavaScript is not the same thing?
No, they're totally different. Yeah, I mean, JavaScript and jQuery, which is also on the client, if you want to do more like animations and stuff, then you can use those. You also heard about Flash. Flash is becoming less and less popular, but still there's a lot of websites on the internet that uses Flash. So this is why HTML5 and HTML6 in the future are the things that are a lot more popular. So what can you do basically with HTML? You can basically do any kind of simple drawing tasks. So any display you see on the web page, when you see text displayed, images displayed, drawings, etc., all this can be done with HTML. So HTML code is usually placed in angle brackets, so which are these, and they're called HTML tags.
HTML?
Tags.
Tags.
T-A-G, yeah. So here I have an opening tag, and this is why you see our logo here at CodeCore is basically an HTML opening tag, and this is an HTML closing tag. So when you see a slash at the end, this is an HTML closing tag, okay? So for example, if I want to tell the browser to display a paragraph of text for me, I simply put a P tag. This is a P tag. So I'm telling the browser there, display for me a text on the browser. And then when I'm finished writing the paragraph, I simply close it with an end paragraph tag. So basically anything I put between these two tags will be my paragraph. Is that clear? So this is how my paragraph will look like. I put the opening tag right here, and then I put my paragraph, and then I close it with another tag. And believe it or not, just knowing this fact will make it much easier for you to read almost any web page on the internet. Because any web page on the internet is basically just composed with tags. Regardless whether this page is from Google or from Facebook or something, in the end it translates to tags like that. So basically all documents on the internet should have a title, a head, and a body. This is how the standards for building web pages is. Every page you give it a title, and head, and a body. The title is also a tag, not surprisingly. So we can say this is a page title, and then we put the tag like that, and we put it in the head. And then we have the head of the page. Usually we put the stuff that we don't want to display. So just the stuff that goes into making the site look nicer and stuff, we put it in the head. And finally, the body. So basically our web page would be like a title, a head, and a body. Usually in every page we have different headings. I guess most of you use Word document processing, so you'd see how you can check heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. Web pages work pretty much the same way. So you can have H1 for heading 1, H2 for heading 2. So this way you can have big titles on your web page and a smaller title. And by the way, I know a lot of you are in marketing. You should pay good attention to this, because usually, for example, Google looks at your heading 1s, and then at your heading 2s, and then at your heading 3s. So if you have really important stuff on your web page, make sure it's like in heading 1, and don't have many of these. Have like just one heading 1 for your page, and then have subheadings in headings 2, and inside those have other ones like heading 3.
What's the standard protocol for when you should use, an H3 or H4 or whatever? Like how do you determine when you're building a page what you should use the way?
Well, the most common standard is usually you have one big heading 1. So this is the title of your page. Welcome to Web Friendly or something. And then inside it, any subtopic should be heading 2. So if I have subtopics, and if I want to put a topic inside, if I want to nest a topic inside another, then I would use heading 3. And you can go as deep as you want, basically. But from what I've seen, heading 1, 2, or 3 are usually sufficient for most websites. Any other questions? Yeah.
In the case of a blog,
Yeah.
and let's look at WordPress, for example.
Yeah.
So you put the title of the blog and then you start writing. But when you look at it, the title should have an H1, but Google doesn't recognize it as H1?
No, Google usually looks at it as H1, yes.
Okay, because I have something, a plugin.
Yeah.
And that plugin tells you what you've gotten, what you haven't gotten, what you
Yeah.
fixed. And it never says that I've got an H1. It says when you see an H1, you might want to put an H1 into it.
I'm surprised because usually WordPress, when you put a page on an article, that first, like the page title that you put to the top,
Yeah, at the
it
top.
usually goes in a heading 1.
Okay, well maybe that
Or maybe their
particular
plugin
is looking.
something different, or maybe you have another plugin that changes that behavior, because there's a lot of plugins in WordPress that you can change the default behavior of WordPress.
I'll look into that.
Yeah, I can look with you later after the class reviews.
So if I have my main heading and then I have like little subheadings, so how many H2s can I have? Can I have more?
Yeah, as many as you want.
Okay.
Yeah, but the idea is that if this is a subheading for the main heading, use H2. If you have something inside that one, then you use H3. Yeah.
Sorry to ask, but why are we doing all of this? Are we going to design our own page?
Yeah, sure. I'll go over interactive way. We'll build a page together basically a little after. This is why I was hoping there'll be some few computers around so you guys can like play. Because normally at CodeCore when we teach, it's like I teach just a little bit and then everybody just starts doing. So this is a little different. So we're going over the materials quickly, and then we'll build a page together, and then I'll show you how you can like diagnose other people's pages and look at elements, stuff like that.
I have a website already, so how this will help me? Can I create another website for myself?
What do you use for your website?
For my products and everything, but really now...
Is it WordPress?
Yes.
Yeah, so WordPress, for example, when you write an article, it gives you an HTML view.
Okay.
So you can go now to the HTML view and you can actually start understanding what these mean and start changing it a little bit. Because this is the thing, if WordPress doesn't exactly do what you want, you're kind of stuck for like, you don't know where to go from there. But if you understand HTML, you'll be able to like edit that stuff. And I can go to my blog later and I can show you how you can edit that if you want.